Hey girls, the wigs. Sometimes it looks like it's levitating from your head. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It looks like you're thinking of a wig, but not actually applying it on your head. It looks like it's just a thought. You look good without it. Let me see the grass nappy headed thing under it. I'm okay with that.
All hail Plankton.
What's going on here?
Hey guys, this is me now. If you like it, hit like. But who cares if you like it? I'm living my truth.
I know no one wants to hear this, but the truth is, if you hate your natural hair, you just need to start wearing it out. Okay, babe, I'm sorry. I know you don't want to hear that. But honestly, I didn't like my hair at the beginning of last year, and I took the time, I wore it out, and now I'm like, it's so cute. It's so feminine. How could I ever hate my natural hair? That sounds crazy. You just have to wear it out. The more you wear it out, the more you like it. The more you like it, the better you'll take care of it, which means you'll like it even more. So just start wearing it out.
And can we talk about the young ladies who are constantly wearing braids? Now, as someone who has worn braids before, I can tell you braids ain't that protective style that everyone likes to claim they are. But I also notice women being comfortable with rotating from braided hairstyle to braided hairstyle and not letting their hair breathe and just wearing their own hair in braids or their own hair in twists. I'm here to encourage any young lady that's watching this that may feel like they have to have their hair in braids, if anything else, besides just wearing their natural hair, just fully embracing it as it is.
Watching my grandmother interact with my hair is one of the most interesting, thought-provoking things in the world. Every single time she sees me, if my hair is pressed, straight, I straighten my hair maybe now, probably once a month roughly. Whenever she sees me and it's straight, she is enamored. She's like, oh my goodness, your hair is so beautiful. She'll talk about it for an hour. But whenever I see her and my hair is natural, she always initially makes some sort of backhanded comment immediately. And the thing is, my grandmother loves me. Me and my grandma, besties, right? And so it's so interesting because it's almost subconscious. I have so much grace for her. I'm not saying this at all because I'm upset. It used to upset me, and then I kind of realized it's not really about me. It's kind of an internal thing working itself out in her, and so I just have learned to observe it from the outside and understand it's not personal. But she'll always make a comment she'll be like, oh hey bushy head, or it's not funny, or today she saw me and she was like, oh, what is going on with the hair today? It's always something like this, right? And initially it'll be that. And then later on in the time that we are hanging out together, she'll say something like, wow, how do you get your hair like this? Or, she'll later on make a comment that's much more, speaks to the fact that she actually is really, really interested in it. And I do think that she actually thinks I think she thinks it's pretty. Maybe I think that maybe she does. Because the thing is, my hair looks great. So objectively, my hair looks great. She just comes from a time where it was, the impression was that it was not good. It almost is I can hear and see internally that working itself out. It's so interesting, y'all. And then when we're out and I get tons of compliments on my hair all the time, and it's just because it's big. So people tend to say something to me about it, and we'll be together and people be like, oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful, whatever. And I'm just like, oh, thank you. And I can just kind of see her it's very interesting and it's really sweet. And I'm glad that, I'm glad that I get to be natural and hang out with her so much just so that she can kind of work that out for herself. But is anybody else having this experience as one of the first natural girls in your family, one of the first people to wear your hair natural? Anyways,
So I'm sure everyone has been seeing the conversation regarding the girl basically saying that if you don't ever wear your natural hair or want to deal with it, then it's self-hatred. And I know you guys are not going to like what I'm going to say because I've seen the millions of think pieces, but she has a point that you guys refuse to admit. No one said you have to wear your natural hair 24/7, but this conversation has actually opened up the door and let me know the aversion that you guys have towards wearing your natural hair. If you never want to wear your natural hair and always have a bunch of reasons for why you don't want to wear it, there's something going on there. And even if the reason is, oh, I'm too lazy to do it, I just this and the third, if it's not a medical condition, then it's something deeper going on. Natural hair requires work. Everything requires work. And somebody even said, y'all not too lazy to customize them wigs for 2 hours. Am I right? Am I right? We cannot act like someone saying that if you don't wear your natural hair, it's indicative, especially as Black women, of a deeper issue. And obviously not all. Y'all keep doing the not all thing. That's what men do. When we say men do XYZ, they're like, not all men. Yes, enough of you do it. Enough of us Black women have a complex around our hair and make excuses to not wear our natural hair, that someone can make a general statement about it and you guys don't go to the comments and start being like, not all. We do as a community have a thing about our hair. And she spoke about in the video how we've been taught to hate ourselves. Yes, but when do you unlearn the hate? When? Let me know.
All hail Plankton.
What's going on here?
A girl came on here and said, speaking to Black women, for 3 months, let's start a challenge of wearing your natural hair. And baby, her comments, they are in an uproar. How dare you tell them to love the hair that grows out of their head? How dare you try to make them comfortable with themselves? How dare you try to get rid of the self-hatred? Oh my goodness.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a quick chit chat. When you realize how we've been fooled out of our beauty as Black women with hair that looks similar to this, you start to it's one of two things. You start to laugh at the absurdity, which y'all know I do that a lot on my channel. You start getting so upset at the time that was wasted, where you could have been loving your hair all along and living free, but you were putting yourself in literal bondage. For me, I realized that when I would go on vacation with my God-given hair and feel the level of freedom it would bring, Lord. And I've talked about it here on YouTube. I have a short about going on vacation with my God-given hair. Can we please bring our God-given hair on vacation? Something I have worked to unlearn and never want to fall into again is the belief that I need to add something extra to my hair to go on vacation, compete with other women with different hair types, or even look presentable. My God-given hair is enough. In fact, it is my secret weapon and the key to my pretty privilege. The other day when I wasn't even paying attention, I was a beneficiary of pretty privilege. I got a free train ride simply because the man liked the way I looked. I was barefaced and in my natural God-given hair, as always. This has increasingly begun to happen to me in my day-to-day life, and I welcome it. Fluffing my hair, taking pics and poses like the beautiful creation of God that I am, is something I do effortlessly now.
I wore my natural hair to Costa Rica for my birthday trip, and I didn't do any protective styling or styling at all. To be honest, I literally brought one moisturizer and I hoped for the best. And this was honestly a moment for me because I spent most of my life feeling like I absolutely needed to get my hair done on vacation because my own natural hair was totally unmanageable and too difficult to work with. But honestly, this is the healthiest and happiest my hair has been in a really long time. At the end of last year, I told myself that I wanted to free myself from the shackles of feeling like my hair always needed to be done or stretched or styled or whatever. And I really just wanted to embrace my natural fro. It's a year later and I finally feel free.
I fully have learned to accept my God-given hair since May of 2024, throughout all the wigs, throughout all the extension hair. And I've only been wearing my God-given hair ever since. And yo, like, I wish I could bottle up this feeling and sell it to y'all. I don't even know if I have the words. Like, it's just such a liberating feeling to show up as yourself. I be thinking, like, is this how white girls and the Latinas with loose hair textures, is that how y'all feel? And the Asian girls, like, because I be thinking about because I have such multicultural friendships. And their scalp has always gotten the chance to see the sun. Like, and like they didn't have the heaviness of box braids on vacation. Because yes, box braids are beautiful, but that heaviness when you get into the water and you get out of the water and the wetness of the box braids is literally weighing your neck down. My God, I don't want to ever feel that again. I really don't. I'm just so proud of the level of radical acceptance I'm seeing on the internet and in real life, because I'm seeing more of us wear our God-given hair.
Hey guys, this is me now. If you like it, hit like. But who cares if you like it? I'm living my truth.
Let's wear our natural hair for the first time in over 10 years. We're not even dribs and drabs, ponytail attachment, no, we're going cold turkey. No time for thinking, we're just doing it.
So we decided for the first attempt we were going to be doing a braid out. We've been doing our research and these are the products that we're going to be using. The Thank God It's Natural moisturizing range and the American Girlies swear by the do. So we've got the Twist and Curl cream and the Extreme Hold Gel. So for tools we have the Nature's Spell Flexi Detangler comb, a spray bottle and a Denman brush. So we started by taking our old cornrows, adding in a pre-wash treatment and then sectioning it off. The music was bumping. When it's wash day you really need something to keep you going. If you guys are wondering why after 10 years we decided to do this, stay tuned for a video where we explain everything and how we're truly feeling about it. So after all the cornrows are out, we shampooed and conditioned as usual, but this time we placed in the honey hair mask and detangled in sections whilst in the shower. The classic plastic bag had to be popped on for 30 minutes to deep condition and really steam the hair. And for today's drying we brought out for the first time our new Dyson Airwraps. This is the curly coily set. The teeth on this paddle attachment aren't your regular. The curved teeth and the movement of the paddle made it so easy to dry. And guys, this is with no product. Where has this been our whole lives? We're going to be doing some more videos on other attachments, so stay tuned. And then it was time for a little munch, a little food break, and then the sun was really setting, so Jessie said let me help you. So Jessie helps me out and this is everything blow dried. Our hair has honestly never felt so soft and the edges will be grown back. They will be restored in their own time. But look at the way we're getting so gassed and excited. This is too funny. Now it's time to start the braid out process. All the tools and products were lined up and ready. So we started at the nape of the neck, separating the bottom section. We dampened the hair with water first as that's what's going to make the products hold. Little by little we started adding in the curl cream and the gel too, brushing it through, and then we started braiding. This was all a learning process, but we for sure know what to do next time. So we were finally done and fingers crossed we get the best results. We slapped on the bonnets and it was time to head to bed.
So we are back. It has been 2 days since we've had our braids in. Today is the moment of truth. Because we are meant to be debuting this look tomorrow, we need to see today. We've been watching tutorials on YouTube. We're not gonna like comb it or rake it or manipulate it in any way. We're just gonna take it out, let the hair breathe because it's naturally gonna puff up. This is how they're looking. A little bit of hair oil. Coat our fingertips with this.
So we grabbed our Miel oil and slowly took out each braid, trying not to mess up the curl pattern. And a tip we know for next time is that we're gonna braid the way we want the hair to fall, because please tell us why we both had a massive gap at the back of our heads. But no worries, we'll fix it. So this is where we're at currently. So we headed to bed, and this is the next morning, the big day. The natural hair YouTube girlies have really been coming through. This is how they told us we should sleep, and it worked. We separated our hair with scrunchies, did our makeup, and then grabbed our Dyson on the dryer attachment to stretch the hair. Guys, it was really coming together now, and I think we're gonna eat. Last steps was to pick and fluff out the hair. And please tell me why Jessie went to her room to look at herself in the mirror, and then she came back and started crying. And because she started crying, I started crying. But we said no, we need to snap back and be baddies. So this is the finished look. We've honestly never seen ourselves like this. We're so happy with how it turned out.
It's not just on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube. Like, it's really something changing in the atmosphere. Something is shifting in heaven, and we're feeling it here on earth. And I'm just so thankful that the good Lord finally got fed up with seeing us in these wigs. I don't know, because when I was convicted by Holy Spirit, because it truly is a conviction, you get convicted by Holy Spirit, and you start to realize the absurdity of, like, wait, why did I think that this was ever ugly? Why did I think that this was a deficit? Why did I ever allow myself to be fooled out of my pretty privilege? Our hair is gorgeous. I be on TikTok seeing all the cute, gorgeous, beautiful styles that a lot of us are doing as we relearn our hair, as we strive to take care of our hair, get our hair back into a healthy place, gain more length, whatever our goals are when it comes to our hair. I just love that I'm seeing our hair for once, because you can reach your hair length goals without hiding under a wig. You can. You don't have to get the back-to-back knotless braids every time you want to protect your hair. Truly, box braids for me, wigs for me, were destructive styles. There was not a single thing protective about those styles, because, girl, my edges were gone. They were gone for so long. I had alopecia, literally. Oh my Lord, and I never thought my hair was gonna grow back. But what it took was me to just accept myself and to be still and to be patient with my God-given hair.
And can we talk about the young ladies who are constantly wearing braids? Now, as someone who has worn braids before, I can tell you braids ain't that protective style that everyone likes to claim they are. But I also notice women being comfortable with rotating from braided hairstyle to braided hairstyle and not letting their hair breathe, and just wearing their own hair in braids or their own hair in twists. I'm here to encourage any young lady that's watching this that may feel like they have to have their hair in braids, if anything else, besides just wearing their natural hair, just fully embracing it as it is. There's a ton of different cool hairstyles. I'll post them here that you can wear. Braided hairstyles, boho styles as well. I've seen them. You can always wear braids with your own hair. I think we get so wrapped up in the length and the volume and the smoothness, but yeah, let's talk about it, because there are women who cover their hair up in braids and think that they're quote unquote natural, which you are. I'm not here to take that from you, but try to wear your own hair, your own braids, your own natural hair and twists, and see how that goes. Not only will you allow for your actual hair and your actual strands to just be and just to thrive in its natural state and not be woven through with synthetic fibers that some people don't know they're allergic to, and they get broken out all throughout their hair for. Because like I said, braids have caused a lot of damage in my hair because the material is not meant to be woven in through our hair constantly. It's chemicals that's rubbing off on our hair. So I just wanted to throw that out there, because I know there's going to be women out there like, oh, I'm going to just switch to braids, like braids, like my hair grew in braids. Like, great for you. I'm just saying, let's talk about it. Like, what's wrong with wearing your own hair in braids with no extensions, no weaves? See how that goes. But who am I? I'm just a 4C girl. I'm just a coily hair girl in my coily hair world.
I want to speak to the natural hair community, specifically type 4 hair community, the coily hair girlies, specifically the 4C hair girlies. I need to have this conversation with you guys. I may not have 4C hair, but I do have type 4 hair. I have type 4A, 4B. I have a mixture. A lot of our hair types, you guys don't know, but a lot of you think you have one hair type. You probably have multiple, but you only know that if you actually learn to work with your hair and figure out what works for your hair and what doesn't. I keep hearing the discourse that, oh, I don't want to wear my natural hair because I don't want to look like this civil rights activist, or I don't want to look like this slave person. Why are we talking about that kind of discourse? And I said this in my pinned video already. You guys fight to be able to validate why you hate your hair. You're not fighting against texturism. You're fighting to validate why you hate your hair. And I'm specifically speaking to I'm David, because the discourse in which she describes her hair and then liking comments talking about how I don't want to look like a specific civil rights activist, those people were loud and proud to wear their natural hair, and there was nothing wrong with the way it looked like. And if you feel like there was something with the way wrong with the way their hair looked, that is your anti-blackness. That is your own prerogative that you need to take up with yourself. They were loud and proud in wearing their natural hair. And if it wasn't for them fighting for that, we would not be able to wear our natural hair the way we wear it right now. And I think we forgot the Queens Act just got passed a couple years ago. These people had been fighting for years to wear their natural hair. A lot of you guys need to stop projecting your insecurities onto people who are confident in wearing their natural hair. It's disgusting and it's gross. If you don't want to wear it, great, good for you. The conversation when it comes to natural hair and is more to encourage people who are interested and don't really know how to wear their natural hair. That's where the natural hair people would like to help. But if you're just coming in to sulk and be sad, talking about, oh, well, I don't wear my natural hair because this, and that, well, then don't. No one's forcing you to. No one's forcing you to. But making anti-black comments does not help. Because if a non-black person was to go on the internet and say those very things about your hair, you would be up in a tizzy. But you have no problem talking about that with your own people on the internet where they can see your comments. I don't get that. That's so disheartening. It's so disheartening. We need to do better. Like, really, we need to do so much better. It's embarrassing to watch.
I just love that there are so many more of us speaking boldly about there is nothing wrong with our hair. We are beautiful. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. The Lord has every single hair on our head numbered. Our hair is our glory. And the Asian girls get to enjoy their glory on this planet. The white girls get to enjoy their glory. The mixed race girls get to enjoy their glory if it's a loose texture. Baby, I'm enjoying my glory because my glory shows up in nature. There are trees, there are bushes, there are animals that remind me of my hair. And every single one of those creatures on this planet is beautiful. So why can't I be included in that? Oh, I know why. Because the dollar bills, because money, because exploitation, because what is there for anyone else to gain if I choose to love myself radically? They're not going to gain me buying Kanekalon hair because I'm not trying to get cancer or fibroids. They're not going to gain me getting a relaxer, again, cancer, fibroids. They're not going to gain me putting another woman's hair on my hair on my head. If it's a synthetic wig, cancer, fibroids. If it's somebody else's hair texture, that's just like an embarrassment to like my ancestry, to the people who brought me into this world, to my mom and my dad who have my hair texture. Like, why would I not want to hold on to pieces of me that are no longer here? My mom and dad both passed away. Like, I get to tap into them every time I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, this coil right here reminds me of my dad's coil. Or, oh my God, the baby hairs that I naturally have look like the baby hairs that my dad had. You know what I mean? Like, why would I deprive myself of that? Why are you depriving yourself of that? We gotta really think. We really gotta sit and reflect, but we're so busy trying to be that girl when you're already that girl. For me, I'm just proud that there's so many of us starting to wake up to it. I'm proud, especially of the ones, you know, the women who understand, like, putting another woman's glory on you, like wearing another woman's hair literally, from India, from Malaysia, from Brazil, from wherever it comes from. Putting that on your hair is spiritual warfare. You are literally putting somebody else's hair on your head and you're covering your hair, glorifying their beauty. We gotta be careful. We gotta be mindful. But I say all this to say there is something changing in the atmosphere. I love you. God bless you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.
Maturing is realizing that Mrs. Baxter, aka Raven's mom from That's So Raven, was just protecting her hair the whole time. Mrs. Baxter is the original queen of the plait. And I forgot all about it until I did my hair like this, and I'm like, what? Who am I thinking of right now? In all seriousness, I love seeing a grown woman wearing plaits, whereas in this day and age, people are saying that plaits are more of a childish hairstyle. She proves that you can wear your natural hair in any style as long as it's comfortable for you. You can't tell me that she wasn't in the top 5 most moisturized heads on earth. To this day, I want to know what she was using in her hair. Whether you rock it for protecting your hair or for the beauty of it, you are in safe hands. Miss Tanya was holding it down before we even knew we needed to be held down. I was pretty young when the show came out, so I do kind of wonder about the climate and if it was odd for a grown woman to do that. But if anyone has any more context, please let me know. But yeah, Tanya is now on my inspo board.